This is a video for business partners of Kings Court Trust. It's your guide to the document storage section in Insight, which is your online portal to our services. I'm logged into Insight and this is the home page. All of the document storage features are in the menu on the left-hand side. You may not see this section of the menu, but if you can see it, it means you have access to our secure storage facility. So let's say, for example, you're a will writer and you want to store a will with us. Anytime you want to store a document, click the Store a Document link. This takes you through to a step-by-step process for entering details about the document and downloading a cover sheet to help you send the document through to us. On step 1, add details of the client. If this is a will, that means the testator. I have an option here to add new client details. Do that if you haven't added details of this person to Insight before. Just fill out the form and click Continue. In this case, let's say that I've already added details of this person to Insight, maybe because I've stored a document for them before, and in that case I can click Select Existing Client and search for their name. I've searched for Jane Smith and she appears in the table below, so I'll select her from the table and click Continue. At step 2, add details of the document. So in this case, let's say it's a will, and I'll enter a document reference. I'll then select the date of the will, and then you have an option of saying whether it includes a letter of wishes or other documents. Further down you can say whether or not you want the will to be registered with the National Will Register from Certainty. For our partners this is a free service. And if you want to at this point you can upload a copy of the will or any other documents that you'd like associated with this file in your version of Insight. When you're ready, click Continue, and the next step is about adding details of other parties. So for a will, that would be executors. To add details of an executor, click the Add Executor or Other Party to the document link. That opens a form. If you want to select a person whose details are already in Insight, click the Select Existing Party tab and then search for the person here. Alternatively, if you want to add details of a new person who's not already in Insight, click the Add New Party tab. This form will pop up and you can then fill it out with the details of that person. So in this case, I'm going to fill out a few brief details. I can choose a recent address that's been added to Insight by clicking this button, and that populates this form. And then when I've filled out details of this person, I'm going to click the Add Party button. And clicking the Add Party button will add this person to a table. And if you then want to add another executor, just repeat the process. If you've made a mistake, you can delete someone from the table and start again. When you've added all the other parties to the document, click Continue, and you'll now have a chance to confirm the details you've added. If you want to amend anything, just click one of these buttons. When you're ready, click Save and Continue. And now it's the final step, and this is your chance to download the cover sheet ready to send to Kings Court Trust, and also you can download the Certainty Registration Certificate. So let's see what happens when I click Download Cover Sheet. So a copy of the cover sheet has popped up, and this is the sort of thing that you can expect. Just print this page, follow the instructions on the page, and send it through to the address provided. And remember, it's one cover sheet per document. If, for example, you're storing mirror wills, you will need to repeat the Store a Document process for the second testator. Back on the menu, the next link is Manage Documents. This is the place to go for anything you want to do with documents that are stored with us. So, for example, if you want to re-download a cover sheet or retrieve a document, click on the Manage Documents link. So let's say I want to see the documents that Jane Smith has stored. I can search for Jane Smith and filter the results, and she appears on the table. I'll select her and click Continue. And now I have the option to check the documents that are stored in her name. I can also retrieve documents and amend client details. So let's say I want to retrieve a document. I'll click the Retrieve Documents tab. I can see all of the documents that are in secure storage, and if I want to retrieve these documents, I can select them, I can say why I'm retrieving them, for example, because the client's passed away. And then once I've filled out this form, I can click Retrieve Documents, and they will be sent through to me. Back on the menu, the next item is Check Recent Documents, and this is just a quick access to all the documents that you've stored with us recently. So if you want to see details of any recent document, head to this page. You might, for example, want to re-download a cover sheet, or you might want to check that certain documents have been received by us and safely stored. Also on the menu, there's a link to More, and if I click that, there are a couple of extra options that aren't on the main menu. One of them, for example, is Export Document Data. So if you wanted to export all of the data about all of the documents stored with us into a format you're familiar with, you can do so via this page. So that's a brief overview of document storage in Insight. If you'd like more information about other parts of Insight, like the referrals section, we have other videos and we have a user guide. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch.